Good morning, peoples. We are doing something kind of different today, and I'm going to be using my flip chart to explain it. Okay, so take a look at the problem here. We're trying to find x, okay? Remember, x is a variable. It could be any number, and we're going to try and find it. Now, first thing I'm going to do to find x is a vertical line. So I'm going to look at all of the vertical lines, okay? I'll look at this vertical line. I'll look at this vertical line. And then, of course, there's x. All right, so can you guys see that? Let's see. There we go. Okay, so notice I know how long this line is, right? If this line went out here, I would know that it would be 9 1/5, correct? Yeah, say yes. Okay, good. But it doesn't. It stops right here. And I know how long this line is. When you have two lengths like this, and you have to find the one that's missing, almost always you're going to subtract, guys. So I have 9 1/5 minus 4 2/5. So I've got two mixed numbers here. There's a couple ways that I could do this. The first way I could do it is I could think, okay, well, what if I took one of these away? That would be 8, right? And that one that I took away is equal to 5/5, right? Because 5/5 is 1, and I just took 1 away from this to make it 8 1/5. But now I really have this, right? This is really what the 9 is. So if I add a whole, but use it in fraction form to the fraction that I have, that would be what? 5/5 plus 1/5 would be what? It would be 6/5. And that's an improper fraction, but that's okay because I'm subtracting and it might help me out. Now, minus 4 2/5. Well, I know that 8 minus 4 is what? 4. 6/5 minus 2/5. So see, I had to make this big because 1/5 is not big enough to take 2/5 away from. So now I have 6/5 minus 2/5, and that's 4/5. And so the length of x would be x equals 4 4/5. All right, we're going to do a different one now. And this new one, I'm going to show you the other way that you can do it. Okay, guys. My hair is driving me crazy, so I've just put it in a ponytail on top of my head because the hat is not working. So I will keep you posted on the hair situation throughout the day. All right, but for now, let's do some math. So if you notice, I have a shape, and I can tell on this side, it's 7 1/12. So that's this vertical line right here. From here to here is 7 1/12. Now, here's another vertical line, 3 2/8. And I need to find this one. Well, if I add this line right here with this line right here, isn't it going to equal this, right? So this is like a fact family. This is like something plus 3 2/8 equals 7 1/12. Now, if we do the inverse operation of addition, what is that? That's subtraction, right? So you use the same fact family to find the answer, which would be 7 1/12 minus 3 2/8, and that would give us our answer, which is x, right? We're looking for this. We're looking for x. So what does x equal is the question, right? Okay, so if you notice, this denominator and this denominator are not the same. And when we do addition and subtraction, it has to be the same denominator. So that means I'm going to have to find the lowest common multiple, the least common multiple, okay? So let's do that over here. I have 12 and 8. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the least common multiple of 12 and 8. All right? So I would just start counting. Count with me now. I think I see it. Okay. Six times seven, oh, 64. Okay. And then 72. There it is right there. It's 72. So I have to make those fractions on the other page, 7 and 1/12, equal to something over 72. And I also have to do that for 3 and 2/8. I have to make it equal to something over 72. All right? So our first step is least common multiple. Our second step is doing this, but what am I going to have to do before I change this into 72 with this number, this mixed number? What am I going to have to do? Good. That's right. Make it an improper fraction. And we know how to do that, right? You just times these. What's that? 24 plus this 2 now is 26 over what? 8. So this is equal to 26 over 8. This guy right here is equal to 3 and 2/8. Okay? Now I need to do this one. So first I multiply these two. 7 times 12 is 84. Are you still recording? Okay, good. 7 times 12 is 84 plus 1. That's 85. And my denominator stays the same, so that's 12. So 7.5 is equal to 85 over 12. Okay, that's step 2. So far we did the least common multiple. We changed these into improper fractions. And now step 3 is we have to change them to an equivalent fraction with the same common denominator. All right, and I will have these steps written out for you. So I have 26 over 8. Okay, I'm going to use a different color for this. Okay, 26 over 8, right? 26 over 8. And I need to make it equal to something over 72. Well, I know what I have to multiply here. I have to multiply times 8. And if I multiply times 8 with the denominator, I have to also multiply 8 with the numerator. So I'll just come down here and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 48. I'm going to do a plus 4 because the answer was 48. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. So this is 208 over 72. That's this fraction. All of this is for this one fraction. Now I have to do this one up here, okay? So I have 85 over 12, and I need to make it equal to something over 72. So if I count down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that means I would have to multiply this by 6 to get 72. And if I multiply the denominator by 6, I also have to multiply the numerator. So 85 times 6, I'm just going to do that right here. 6 times 5 is 30, so I put a plus 3 here. 6 times 8 is 48. Yep, that's right, 48. Plus 3 is 51, so 510. Okay? I know it's a lot of steps. It's not really difficult. It's just a lot of steps. And in 6th grade, multi-step problems is a big thing. So now that we have all of that, we're going to finally subtract. Okay, so 510 over 72 minus 208 over 72, which is, I already used that color. 510 minus 208 Okay, so that's going to be a 0, makes that a 10, 2, 0, 3. My answer is 302 over 72, which I will now have to turn back into a mixed number. I bet it's 4. Yeah, so it's going to be 4, and 302 minus 288. Remember, the 72 is going to stay the same. And so that'll be 29, and this becomes 12. 14 over 72. A lot of steps, right? But not really hard, just a lot of steps. So what I would recommend is you have 9 problems on here. You need to do 5. If you can do 5, well, actually, let's start with 3. Pick any 3. If you can do 3 without making a mistake, then you can pick 2 more, or your teacher can pick 2 more for 5 total, but you have to get the first 3 right without a mistake. So take your time. It's not a contest of who can do it the fastest. You're trying to get it right. Okay? I'm going to make you an anchor chart now.